Hi, welcome again. Have you seen a chicken like this screaming for help? Oh, why are you screaming, baby? This is a screaming chicken. Why? Oh, you're worried for Maths? You find Maths painful? Come on, I hope you are not crying in pain. No, baby, no. Well, I hope you're not, all of you, crying in pain like this screaming chicken. Okay, come to Kumar for Maths. Alright. Okay, no more screaming. No more, alright? Today, we're gonna learn a very interesting topic called sets. And you'll find as you learn along with me, Maths will be a joy. Promise you that. And keep smiling. Don't cry like this chicken. Poor thing, screaming for pain. No. Oh, you gotta know someone like me. Come on, baby. Come on. Alright. Now, what is the topic you're gonna learn? Is sets. Sets notation. Now, sometimes it can be very complicated. We don't understand what it's all about. And you say, what the hell my teacher is talking about? I've often heard that being said by everybody. I mean, some of my students come to me and say, I don't know what my teacher is saying. Come on, dear. Let's get the terminology right. Alright? Now, when they put like this, like an E, a cursive E, it means universal set. Alright? The universal set. As I go along with you, you will hear more and you'll begin to understand. Universal set. This means belongs to. It belongs to. Alright? I hope you're not going to use this and say, you belong to me. Haha. Puppy laugh. Remember? Now you don't say that. Okay, this belongs to. I'll show you more what this can be used. Does not belong. It does not belong. And this is a U shape, an inverted U. You call it a proper set. A proper set. And this is just a subset. Now, let's look at it. This intersection. This is union. So when I say intersection, it's a common space shared by both. So it has to be shared in A as well as in B. This is union, and that's empty set. Now, when I said, like if we have two sets, A and this is set B, my dear friends, this is shared by A and B. Common space, we call it A intersect B. A intersect B. Alright? Now, let me give you another example. Now, if I have, this is the universal set. Alright? Your class, for example. Your universal set is your class, and this class has got 40 students. Alright? So everybody belongs in the set, and here in your class, some of you take two subjects, like a subject like physics. This is physics, and that's chemistry. So chemistry is here, this is physics. And those who are outside of that circle, they do not take physics, they do not take chemistry. But those of them who are inside here, alright, this is called physics intersect chemistry. Alright, they take physics and chemistry. How many of you do that? Physics and chemistry. So that's a common region. Now, those of you who are outside, we call that complement. Physics intersect chemistry. That means those of them who are outside here, this is called the outside of this set. So take note of it. That's outside of this set is physics intersect chemistry complement. Complement means outside. Alright, now what about union? Union means it is together, either there, alright? Like here, if I have two sets A and B, and it's for both all the elements in A all the elements in B is called A union B. Alright, union. It's in A, it's in B, it's in A intersect. This part is the intersect region, it's also there. So this union is a common word for all. It can be here or here or here. This is AND. It must be in A and in B. AND. Alright, empty set means there's nothing in that set. Nothing. Empty set. Take note of it. Empty set. Alright? Now let's look at this whole universal set. And we've got maybe your club. You're a member of a certain club, CCA club. And in this CCA club, the universal set is this CCA club. There are people who are swimming and people who play tennis. So this CCA club has got swimming and tennis. And there are some people, let's put this universal club has got 100 pupils. 100 pupils. And from this swimming, alright, let's give a number. 60 of them swim. Tennis. Alright? 80 of them play tennis. Wow. 60 plus 80 is 140. You would take them as disjointed sets. Now, what do you mean by disjointed? That means they are nothing in common. There's a set here, and there's nothing, no overlap between two sets. Nothing in common. Whereas here, there is an overlap. And if I said, hey, in this overlap, about 40 of them, alright, are here. What does that tell you? It tells you that swimming intersect tennis, alright? The number of people for swimming intersect tennis is equal to 40. 40, this is the number. And so, what about swimming alone? If you have 60 people who can swim, 40 can swim and play tennis, how many are in swimming? 20. Excellent. That's 20. And how many are in table tennis? Look at it carefully. You have 40 here, you have 80 here. How many will that be? Another 40, because there's supposed to be 80 people. You got that? So 20 plus 40 plus 40 give you 100. In this universal set, there are 100 people, and so at least some of them can swim, or they can swim and play tennis, or tennis alone. And are there anybody who is not involved in swimming and tennis? Nothing. So what we call them, this outside of this, we call it as swimming union T. Union means together, swimming and tennis. This is called swimming and union. Swimming and tennis, we have 100 people. But when I put a stroke like that, it means complement. Complement means outside of S union T. So S union T is this whole region. Complement is outside. And is there anybody there? Nobody. Nobody in that set. So it's an empty set. It's an empty set. Nobody. Or if I were to put it this way, I want numbers. I write N, S, union T, complement. Nobody is in this set. So I'm just interested in numbers. I put 0. Alright? Here when I write this way, it's just an empty set. There is no participant. Nobody. No participant. Got it? Good. Now let's look again at another set here. We have like, what do? You learn art. Alright? We have art here. And then we have some people, instead of art, they learn cookery. You call it food and nutrition. Food and nutrition, we call nutrition class. So either you do arts or you do nutrition as a humanities, a choice. And in this school population, all right, let's talk about a school, a certain level, all right, there are about 120 students here. So in this universal set here, the number of participants in this universal set is 120 participants. For art, those who are doing art, I just give you a figure. In art, we have about 70 pupils, all right? And in food and nutrition, we have about another, let's give a figure, let's put it as 80. Now, as I said to you, 70 plus 80 is 150. But why is it not exceeding the universal set? It's because there is a gray area, an overlap, and these people here, they do art and they do nutrition. All right? And if I said, all right, in this region here, in this food and nutrition and art, if I have 45 people here, how many are here then? Can you tell me? I have 45 here. So we look at 70 minus 45. We get 25. 25. How about here? What do you about here? We got 80 people here. Here's 45 and here's 80. We've got a 35, right? When we add up 80 minus 45 is 35. And the overall, you look at it again, you add 25 plus 45 is a 70. A 70 plus a 35 is 105, right? So 105, and we've got 120 pupils. So 120 minus 105, we have 15 pupils who are outside. They don't do art, they don't do food and nutrition. How do you call that? What is the set notation used? Can you tell me? It's actually what? A union and, all right, because it's here, the whole thing. Outside of it, you put a complement, right? Complement is outside of it. And you put the number of people there, and that number is 15. A 15. Got it? Okay? So the number of people here is 15. And when we add them all up, you will get 120. That's your universal set. All right? Okay, let's look at this. This is look at an estate. All right? We look at Hougang, a certain section of Hougang estate, a housing estate, and we have a few blocks here. We have a block A, we have a block B, and a block C. I'm going to put it differently now. I'm not going to call Hougang. I'm going to say let's put it as a school scene. I think it would be a better example. Let's look at this universal set as a school scene. All right? And in this universal set, we have 3 different clubs. All right? We talk about games. And this is the football. This is the basketball. And this side is we call it football, basketball, volleyball. All right? What's your favorite game? You play football, basketball, whichever, or volleyball. All right? And if you look at this set here, this is a set that is involved. It's part of football, part of basketball, and it's a part of volleyball. Now, it's a common region shared by F, B, and V. So it's an intersection. We call this region, all right, F intersect B intersect V. We call that, all right? Okay, and let's put this as we've got in this whole thing, if I've got about, let's put it as we have 200 pupils here in this universal set, all right? And we have 20 people. 20. All right, now, so these 20 people can play all three games: football, basketball, volleyball. And then if you look at this set here, what do you call this set? Here and here. This is a football and a basketball, part of it. All right, there's an intersection between a football and a basketball. And if I said football intersect basketball, and the number here, if I said, is equal to 70. 70. So football intersect basketball is 70. So if it's 70, what is the number just here alone? Because it includes this. 70, take away 20, it is 50. 50. Got it? Now, let's work on the number of footballers. The number of footballers, if I come up with a team like, hey, football, we've got 100 people in here. Really? Basketball, I've got 80 people here. Volleyball, I've got a 50 here. All right, if you look at the set, or maybe I'll give it a little bit. Okay, fine, 50 people. You look at that, 100, 180 plus a 50. In this, if you look at total, it's 230. But you only have 200 people. But there's lots of overlaps here and there. And maybe there could be some people not even involved in the game. So let's look at this. If I were to give you more information, and I said, hey, this intersection here, if you look at this and look at this, what do we call that? Football and volleyball intersect. So I said, hey, the numbers for football intersect volleyball, this whole intersection here, and I said, I've got 30 people. I said 30 people. So the number is 30, and I've already got 20 here. What will this area be? 10. All right? When we say football F intersect V, it refers to the whole region here. If I said F intersect V only, then it will only be here. All right? But here I said F intersect V. That means they can play football and they can play volleyball. It's 30. So I got 20 here, 10 here. So how many people just play football only? You've got 100. Here's 50, 20, 10. You've got a 70 and an 80. What will that number be? 20. Good. There will be 20 people here. Now we look at this. Alright? And we said, alright, here. Look at this set. Now they say, look at this set here. And they said, hey, basketball intersect volleyball. Basketball intersect the number. Basketball intersect volleyball. They look at it and they said 25. Oh, 25. So this whole set is supposed to be 25. And you've already got 20 here. What is this alone? This is just basketball and volleyball only. Alright? And that will be 5. Now look at the whole thing now. What about just basketball only? This is called just basketball only. How many will that be? We've got 50, 70, 75 here. And there are 80 people here. If there are 80 people, there will be another 5. Alright? And here, if you look at this region here, just volleyball only. So you look at here, there's 50 people for volleyball. And 20 of them can play all 3 games. 10 here, 5 here. You have 30, 35. 50 take away 35. You get a 15. Now, does that... Alright, how about outside? Alright, outside. We call that F union B union V. Alright, complement. How many people are outside? We want to find out. Alright, So what we do is we said, all right, the universal set is 200 people. So now we look at this whole picture here. We say, hey you, 20, 50, 70, plus 30, 100. That's 100 people here. 100 people here. 5 plus 5, 10. 110 included. 110 plus 15. 110 plus 15, 125. And he said, woo, there are 200 people there. So 200 minus 125. All right? 200 minus 125. There are 75 people who don't play any games. All right? So 75 people are out there. Are y'all clear? Now let's add and see whether we get 200, the community. Poor thing, right? They don't play any game. How about you? You do play a game. Good. Let's look at it. These two add together, you get 80, 90, 90, 100, 120, 125, 130. 130 plus 70, 200. We've got the whole picture. So sets notation is about understanding what belongs to set, and we'll soon come to more things in how we identify sets. Alright, this is just a picture of understanding sets. A very quick thing. We look at sets, we talk about sets, we talk about the universal set. At that point, what is that community all about? Then we come to belong to. People, are you belonging to just the football or just belonging to football and basketball? What is it? Does not belong to. Look at that set notation. Does not belong to. Please take note. Proper set, a subset, intersection, union, anti-set, and a disjointed set. That means you don't belong to both of them. So this is just the first part of it. We'll come to more. Alright?